presentation party in place. Eddie Newton with the job of putting the heaviest of the UEFA trophies on the ceremonial plinth. Real excitement and real joy as Chelsea ready to lift the Europa League trophy. Arsenal within touching distance. First time a major UEFA title has been decided in Azerbaijan. The venue which will host 3 games at UEFA Euro 2020. Next for Chelsea will be the UEFA Super Cup in Istanbul. That's in August. Gianluca Rocchi has officiated in the Super Cup. He took charge of Real Madrid against Manchester United. And with his success tonight, Maurizio Sarri is now the oldest coach to take charge of a winning team in this competition. 6 years older than Jose Mourinho when he enjoyed a win with Manchester United in Stockholm against Ajax. Chelsea stand and applaud as Arsenal come forward. What appreciation for Arsenal. Unai Emery suffers defeat for the first time in a Europa League final. Aubameyang, who didn't quite click with Lacazette for once up front.
It was also a game that was very well refereed, I thought. Only 2 yellow cards, no need for VAR. It was played in a sporting manner.
Consoling arm around Petr Cech from Chelsea's Bruce Buck. Now a medal over the neck. Which hasn't stayed there very long. Disappointment for the goalkeeper from the Czech Republic. His 140th and final European game. The belief being that he will return to Chelsea during the summer months. Now he's drawn a line over his playing career to join Chelsea's technical team. Bellerin injured and missing from Arsenal during the second half of the season. The medal for him. He will know that he has to go away and build on what he's achieved during his first season as Arsenal head coach. But tonight belongs to Chelsea. Sarri, that Italian coach, a winner at last. So close in Italy with Napoli. Twice runners-up and a third-place finish after replacing Rafa Benitez. Benitez, the coach who led Chelsea to success in this competition 6 years ago. Giroud already celebrating, a double celebration for him, given the 11 goals that he scored, and a crucial one to put Chelsea in front at the start of the second half. Pedro, 3 times a Champions League winner with Barcelona.
And Arsenal, of course, will have the chance again to fight for the Europa Cup next season. They will be one of the favourites. They'll have a great opportunity, I'm sure, to try and overturn this.
Kale, part of that team in 2013, who hasn't had much of a look in this season, joining the line of players coming forward. As I believe, Chelsea does leave with another award, another medal. An outstanding performance, a man of the match performance this evening for Chelsea. Chelsea take hold. It is Chelsea who are UEFA Europa League winners in 2019. Now the party can begin. A win for Chelsea, which is all the sweeter given the disappointment of missing out domestically in both the Premier League and also in the EFL Cup, beaten by Manchester City in a penalty shootout. We are the champions, the refrain.
It's been a game that's been a credit to the Europa League. Tremendous end to an exciting competition.
Chelsea all smiles, and Chelsea are UEFA Europa League winners 2019. It has been a marvellous evening for the team from West London. And from David Fleet and myself, Tony Jones, it's good night and goodbye.
Rudiger's crutch is not stopping him getting involved in that at all. If you think about the context of this, the fact that they have a manager and they're playing under a manager who numerous times this season looked like he was about to be ousted, this is a really impressive achievement. Does it recommend them now to keep working with Sarri, or do you think there is too much of a split between players and manager for that to potentially work moving forwards?
If it was any other club, I think you'd have a pretty good answer that this would continue through next season. But we said it in the pregame. It's Chelsea Football Club. The pressures, the expectations. It also has to be the right situation for Sarri. He still has to feel like he has the confidence from the board, from the ownership and Abramovich, to the potential transfer ban that is looming over Chelsea, whether they can bring players in or not. Eden Hazard, who supposedly said it seems like it's goodbye for him. Christian Pulisic, a young American player, will be there next season. But it's hard not to look at the season and say this has been a success for Chelsea Football Club in today's climate. Now, do they want to be winning the Premier League? 100%. But the transition from Conte to Sarri in his first season to achieve that, it's a really impressive work from Sarri once again.
Where were Chelsea better than Arsenal today?
I thought in the first half Arsenal dominated in the midfield. I thought in the second half Chelsea made some adjustments. It looked like Conte got pulled back in a little bit, and him and Jorginho had that free roll to kind of to interchange and step out in pressure. One would hold, and I thought they dominated in the midfield. And they imposed themselves on Arsenal in the second half. Were able to exploit the space that the three center backs allowed them to, that we spoke about in the pregame, and then they finished their chances really. And I think that's what it comes down to. Giroud with a fantastic goal, creating. It was pretty fantastic. You look at a scene like this. Yeah, sorry to keep going. But you look at a scene like this, and just because he's going to the other club or he's played for the other club before, doesn't mean it hurts any less. He wanted to win that game. I thought he had a fantastic game. He kept his team in it, made some big saves. He's a competitor, and it doesn't matter what team you're playing for at that moment, what jersey you have on, you want to win the game.
Well, there's always Thursday nights, eh?
Hats off to Chelsea. They, as I said before, in the second half, they came out with a different fire lit under their bellies, and they from a competing standpoint, they were the better side. Execution standpoint, they were the better side. And in a final, sometimes it just comes down to who wants a little bit more and who's more clinical, and we saw that today. Eden Hazard stood up. When his name was called upon, he took the game by the scruff, as well as Olivier Giroud, and I think their front three were better on the ball in the final third, creating space for each other, their movement, their ability in 1v1 spaces, in transition. I thought they won that battle as well, and second half, it was man against boys.
I think Giroud deserves another mention again. I mean, this is a player, I think the difference again, the quality lows, you talked about it a couple times, but big game players that have won trophies. I mean, Giroud led the French line all through the World Cup last summer. Didn't score a goal in the tournament, but was the starting striker for a team that went on the World Cup. His experience today, his movement, his quality, his link-up play with Hazard, and then Hazard just the quality that he had in the final third to finish plays in transition, that was the difference.
And Pedro's unselfish runs, right? We talked about that as well. They had great movement, and the three of them worked very well together up top.
Kept a clean sheet. You can't dig with.
Mo, can you sort your face, please? I can't handle it anymore. We're going to go to a break. We'll be right back with more analysis after the break.
That's a good point. That's very good.